Hey, it's great to be with you again today. Behind me is a picture that I was given as a Christmas gift one year, and I have it in my office at my church. And it's a picture that depicts Peter. And now it doesn't have a picture of his face or anything like that, but it shows three different sections of his life, right? There is in the front a basket of fish. And Peter was a fisherman, right? That was his livelihood until Jesus came and called him and said, "Come and follow me, and I'll make you fisher of men." And Peter dropped his net and followed Jesus. The second section, if you look to the top, there's a pair of feet, and they're on water. And that is the second part of Peter's life, right? He is following Jesus, and he and the other disciples are out in the boat, and they're crossing the Sea of Galilee, trying to get to the other side, and a terrific storm comes, and they think they're going to die. They think that the storm is going to just tip this boat over, and they're all going to drown. And suddenly, across the water, they see what they think is a ghost, and they scream, right? They're, "Ha!" All right. But it's Jesus walking on the water, coming towards them. And as he comes closer, Peter goes, "Jesus, is that you?" And Jesus is like, "Yep, me. Here I am." And Peter says this, "If it's really you, tell me to come. Tell me to come to you." And Jesus says, "Come." And Peter jumps out of that boat into the raging storm and walks on water towards Jesus. He's got his eyes fixed on Jesus, and he's walking towards him. And as he walks towards him, suddenly he thinks about the wind and the rain and the waves, and he looks away from Jesus. And he immediately begins to sink. And Jesus reaches out his hand and pulls him back into the boat and says, "Why did you doubt?" The third part is the rooster head. And the rooster plays a pivotal part in Peter's life. And Jesus says to Peter, "Listen, it's going to come a time when you're going to deny me 3 times. And Peter's like, "No way, Jesus, I would rather die. I would rather die than deny you." And Jesus says this, "Before the cock crows tonight, you're going to deny me." The night he was arrested, Peter was in the courtyard. The rooster crowed after Peter denied Jesus 3 times. Now, I want to tell you, Jesus could have taken this fisherman who showed great faith and then abandoned his faith and then lied about knowing Jesus. And Jesus could have just said, "You know what, Peter, enough. I'm done with you." But he never did. He always came back. He always forgave Peter. And as a matter of fact, he said, "Peter, you are the rock, and on this rock I will build my church." And Peter became the leading leader in the early church in Jerusalem, and he and Paul spread the word, and the good news of Jesus spread across the world. Now, I don't know if we'll ever get to do some of the things Peter did, but if Jesus can take that guy and do the things that he did with him, what can he do with us if we give him our heart and follow him? May God completely give us his blessings, his grace, and his mercy to follow him in all ways until we get to meet again. Amen. Amen.